So I left Bull's Gap by myself, and I guess while I was sleeping in, people were passing by, and I'm starting to pass them. One has a meniscus problem in his knee there, and he's got it all wrapped up, but he looks pretty limping. I would recommend it for him to stay at Neil's Gap or one of those hostels there for a little bit, because he doesn't look comfortable. And he said it really started hurting him at Blood Mountain on the way down. I got bad news for him. The Tree Mountain is going to be a lot worse. I think Tree Mountain is a little bit of a steeper climb and steeper going down than Blood Mountain, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'm not even injured. When I do that, I'm definitely going to have a good meal in my belly, maybe even some goo gel for extra carbs and injury, because it's going to be a climb. Right now, this is all rolling up and down, up and down, up and down that I'm at. I'm only 2.5 miles out, so those guys are not making great time, because I've been up since 8. I just got out late because I wanted to have a good breakfast and set everything up for the rain coming. So be curious to see if I see them again. I would say I wouldn't see them again since I passed them, but Blaze and Pathfinder showed me that slow and steady can absolutely get you where you want to be, because they caught up to me several times after I sat down to have lunch. So we'll see. This is the best view I have for the day. Not much of one, but that's it. There's 2 guys ahead of me. I said hi, and they didn't even ignore it. It didn't even give me the time of day. A little rude, I thought. At least you can say is hi. I mean, they walk right past me. I know they speak English, because I can hear them talking ahead of me. Oh well. That's how it is, and that's how it's going to be. Not everybody is as friendly as myself. Here's a better pretty view. It's like 20 feet away from where I was at. Yeah. This is what it's about. And listen, ready? I'll shut up. Exactly. I don't hear anything. That's what it's about for me. Boy, it's nice and quiet. The guys ahead of me should have a good head start now, so I don't have to put up with their talking ahead of me without me barely hearing it. But yeah, all this has been is up and down ever since I left Bull Gap. no big deal. Just take it as you get it. Another one of the views. This is a little bit, I want to say I'm southwest looking. This has actually been a really boring day. I'm not going to look at the map, but I'm somebody here. Oh, here we go. Tesnaki Gap. Yeah, it was about 3,000 feet. It sucked coming down. This is going to suck. In the last clip, you didn't understand what I was saying. Straight down there is that road I was on. Yeah, at least it's zigzagging, but it's still a tough climb. Not much going on. I went up the hill, I went down the hill a little bit, I went up a little bit of a hill, and now I'm within 4 miles of Low Gap. I'm just gonna have lunch there and call it good. I've been making really good time. I still haven't caught up to 2 groups that would have made me happy if I caught up to them, but maybe I passed them. Maybe they took a 0 at one of the hostels. I don't know. But I feel like I've been making really good time. I am plenty of hours or plenty of days until I get to Hiwassee, and I'm only 30 miles. I'm going to be less than 30 miles after this one, but Tray Mountain, I'm definitely going to have some energy for Tray Mountain. So I'll look at my map. I'm not sure if Tray Mountain's going to be next. I don't know if Tray Mountain's going to be next. I was just looking at Low Gap. That was my destination for the day. I think that'd be good. But I've said that several times. That'd be good. That'd be good. And I always push farther. I haven't hurt myself. I mean, other than my face. But my knees and my legs feel still good. My back feels good. So all that training, I feel like it's really paid off. So I've got 2 men behind me, probably about 100 yards. Every time the wind blows just right, I can hear them. So I'm looking over my shoulder thinking they're right behind me, but they're not. But other than that, it's been a boring trip today. A couple views, but nothing spectacular. It has cleared up though. The sky is turning blue with some clouds, so that's a good sign. Maybe it won't rain. This is what my view is today. Well, before somebody gets here, I got great water source, and this is Low Gap Shelter. Bear Hangs, bigger creek right there. Supposedly there's a privy. I bet it goes up that trail right there. Yeah. So my decision is fill up with water, have some lunch, make a decision. This is a low area, so the wind's not blowing or anything. I mean, why not? But I'll check. Okay, so I've already knocked out 11 miles almost. 10:33 or something like that. But a whole bunch of people just rolled into that shelter, and I just don't want to be around them. They're all talking about their knees hurting and everything else. They're a bunch of all plus 65 plus year olds, and I just don't want to be around that. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna hike for the next 3 hours. I got 2 bottles of water out of it. Well, actually I got 3, but I'll swig this one down. I had a little chance to rest. I had 2 good snacks, no lunch, but it is 3:21 at 6:30. I'll stop somewhere. I'll start looking for a stop at 6. There is another good campsite 6 miles away, so that'd be nice to get to that. That'd be 16 miles, which is more than I really want to do, but I'm happy to push. I'd rather be twiddling my fingers at Dick Creek Gap than to be hurrying and trying to make it there on time. So here I go. So I'm making really good time. I'm on an old logging trail, so gravel and big old rocks are everywhere. Even though that sucks, I'm still making good time. There, sorry about that, had to do adjustment. So yeah, on my previous little clip, I showed you that cool covert where the rocks were all stacked, all pretty. Well, there's been several of those. I'm actually coming up on another one. This was all forest, this was all a logging trail. So it's been abandoned for years, of course, but the gravel's still here, and they didn't use little gravel like you have on a country road. They use that big annoying gravel to where your feet slide all over it, and I'll be surprised if I don't have a blister somewhere from it. It just, your foot just keeps just moving sideways over and over in different ways. So, but being on a trail or being on a logging road, on an old logging road, the path will be simple, or it'll be easier. So that's nice. And there's been some cool little like water features. Like this was all logging and it's all falling apart, but you can see the water coming down the mountain here. So there's good little spots to get water. They don't mark them on the trail. And I've looked, I don't know how to mark anything on the map. I can put notes, but I can't mark anything, but oh well. It is what it is. But I'm making good time. I'm an hour into this and I'm already at 2.5 miles. So that means in another hour, if I can keep this pace, I'll be at 5 miles, and then I'll just be a mile out from the other shelter. So that will make Tray Mountain a lot more reasonable to do in the sense of like mileage is. So today's gonna be a long mileage day, but when I go up to Trey, it won't be such a long mile day. I don't want to be hitting Trey when I've already had to put, you know, 5-6 miles underneath my belt. I should be able to hit Trey with just a couple miles. So that's going to make Trey Mountain a lot easier to climb when it's time to hit that. Well, I'm about 2 3/4 mile away from the shelter I'm getting to. It is 5:30, so 6-ish I might be there. No, 6:30-ish I might be there. The trail has got off all that god for awful rocks, and now I'm on the side of a mountain again. It works for me. You know, I can't wait for April to get here. Maybe some things will start greening up. I mean, there's pretty flowers, but it's the same flowers over and over again. The only thing that's green is the evergreens. I know. Complain, complain, complain. You're out on the trail, you don't hear noise, you don't hear traffic, you don't have to worry about too much, but here you are, complain, complain, complain. I know. I have finished my audiobook I was listening to, The Martian, and I have moved over to Mission Hail Mary. So that's a brand new book I've never heard, so I'm really interested in it. I saw the movie with my wife and kids, and it was pretty good. So, you know, the book's always going to be better. So I can't wait to see it. Yeah. I'm within 1.5 miles of where I need to be. And of course, nature said, let's make this hard. You weren't happy with a little nice trail, so let's make this into a rocky trail. You thought those little rocks you were walking on before was something. Try these. You know, the other thing that's going through my mind, tripping and busting my face again. Yeah. So I made it to the shelter. Lots of people here. Tents, tents, tents. I don't think anybody's actually in the shelter, but I don't blame them. I am at Blue Mountain Shelter. I am going to look around before I set up my tent, but I think this is the spot I'm going to be at. Hammock tenor. That takes up a lot more room than I thought. And then people.